You're probably wondering why I'm wearing rubber boots and have a basket of fresh produce. Well, today I want to share with you how microfarming in Japan has impacted my life. My name is Linda Ayers. I'm married to an amazing Air Force civilian who works at the contracting squadron. We have two energetic boys, Timothy, who is 12, and Jay, who is 11. We relocated here from Huntsville, Alabama, April of last year, 2019. How many of you here have smelled a stinky, smoky, burning odor on base and asked yourself, where is that smell coming from? That smell comes from the farms that surround our base. What if I told you that surrounding our base, there's an opportunity for you to grow your own fresh produce? Would you take it? Maybe you would grow those collard greens that you miss from back home, or a juicy watermelon that you won't have to pay $30 for. See, Yokota is unique because it offers a country feel and it's surrounded by many microfarms. These microfarms are about 5 acres or less. The Japanese farmers outside of Little America, they're kind, welcoming, and generous to us. For example, if you volunteer for a couple hours, you might end up leaving with free and fresh produce. Here's a picture of me. I volunteered with a local farmer and her adorable son. We were pulling Jerusalem artichoke. Some of you may know, Japan is about the same size as California. Population in California is approximately 37 million people. Population in Japan, it's about 126 million people. Japan has over 3 times more people than California. The reason we see so many microfarms here in Japan versus the US, it's simple. In the US, there's a lot of land. In Japan, land is scarce. That's why we typically see smaller cars, smaller homes, and narrow roads. Microfarming means a lot to me. Let me explain why. I'm going to take you back to my childhood for a minute. This is me. I was about 7 years old. My heritage is that of Hispanic roots. I'm Mexican American. Growing up, I remember crossing the Mexican border often to see my abuelita, my grandmother. I lived in a city near Imperial Beach in beautiful South San Diego, California. I spent time at the beach, never really visited a farm, and I have no prior farming experience. As a little girl, I would eat cucumber with lemon and salt and lots of avocados, that delicious guacamole some of us love. I never knew where produce came from. Fast forward, this is me on a tractor on a farm in Japan. I'm learning about agriculture and farming. I volunteer 1 to 2 times per week at a local microfarm. I am so thankful to have this opportunity to now know in detail where produce comes from. Take a look at this video clip. Good morning, friends. Yes, I'm wearing my Alabama hat. This Alabama girl is about to go to a farm, and I'm here with my excellent friend LaDonna, and
we'll see if she's saying we're excellent after we finish doing this. We'll see if I'm still excellent.
You know why? Because we're going farming. We're gonna farm for food, so I'm excited. And
yes, we're so excited. We're gonna be in the dirt picking stuff and getting around bugs and getting our food the old-fashioned way.
Woo! Well, she's done it before with her mom, so she knows what it's all about. But I don't know. I mean, I just never thought that a Alabama girl would be farming in Japan. That's right. When I arrived to Japan, I had no clue what was in store for me. I met a dear friend here on this base who invited me to a farm, and that's how my microfarming journey in Japan started. By the way, I believe she's watching right now. LaDonna, This basket of fresh produce from the local Japanese farmers is for you. Thank you, my friend. When driving outside the base, I remember seeing those green square patches of land and wondering what the farmers were growing. So instead of just driving by, I now get to experience a piece of their culture. I also have been able to do a lot of things with the owner. She is so amazing. I volunteer at Bayside Farm. Her name is Atsu Durant. She's Japanese, married to an Australian. And we have had barbecues at her farm where I get to share my enchiladas, and I get to see what a Japanese-style barbecue looks like. Initially, when I started volunteering there, our relationship was very formal, but over time, this incredible relationship has been created. And my family has even joined in. We have had the opportunity to grow our own produce. It's been really fun seeing our boys push wheelbarrows and pour fertilizer across the land. Some of us will be growing our own Mexican garden. Finally, I get to grow habanero and serrano peppers, tomatillos, and cilantro. Oh, I love that cilantro. It just pairs so well in my tacos. And maybe some tomatoes so that I can make my favorite homemade spicy salsa. Picture this, before coming to Japan, I'm at the Alabama airport with luggage by my side, wondering how life might be in Japan. I never imagined that I'd be on the cover of a local Japanese magazine, harvesting peanuts. My goal today was to inspire you, like my friend LaDonna inspired me. She gave me a key that changed the course of my life, opened an opportunity for self-growth, and allowed me to immerse myself in the beautiful Japanese community. Consider this. What key do you have that could possibly open a door for someone else? I hope that you have seen how microfarming has been educational, fulfilling, and even therapeutic for me, as it can also be for you. There's just something about being on a farm, putting your hands into the earth, touching that soil, getting some exercise, getting a little dirty, and having some quality time to clear your mind. Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's go. Ikimashou. This awesome opportunity is here, right outside our base. It's an opportunity that we all can join in. So don't be afraid to follow that stinky smell. And who knows, you might end up growing a green thumb. See you at the farm. Thank you.